Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. And today we're gonna look at this beautiful Nomad Cosmetics Ireland Wild Atlantic Way palette. Look at her, isn't she so beautiful? Like, this is just such a stunning palette. I've bought this. I was very happy that for this palette they finally got a shipping warehouse for EU customers. I'm so glad that I finally was able to get this without like paying horrible shipping prices and stuff like that. So we have her here. I'm gonna do 3 looks with her and I'm gonna show you swatches and everything. So if that's something that interests you, then keep on watching. Also, if this is your first time here, hi, my name's Sasha. I love indie makeup, I love colorful makeup, especially eyeshadows, and green is my favorite color. So I think this video is gonna be perfect and this palette will be perfect for me. So yeah, as I said, we're reviewing the Ireland Wild Atlantic Way. This is my third palette that I own, well, that I've owned from Nomad. I had the Island Paradise palette that I donated to a friend, and then I had the Hudson Valley palette, which I also gave away to another friend because it was too matte and the shimmers weren't really my thing, and I didn't really enjoy playing with her as much as I wanted to. So I got both of them away, but hopefully this one will be the palette from Nomad that will, you know, like take my heart away or something like that. I've heard Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner saying that she really loves this palette. I haven't watched her review, but I know that she said she really enjoys this palette and that the shimmers here are the best ones that Nomad has ever done. And since green is my favorite eyeshadow color, I thought that I should have this one. So yeah, I have this beautiful packaging, which I love their packaging, and I love their like idea for color stories. If you wanna, they also always like have a little backstory for why they picked the destination. So this one says Ireland's west coast that stretches from the wind-whipped north to the balmy beauty of the south is a raw and untamed landscape, punctuated with sweeping views of verdant glens and tempestuous seas laced with dry stone walls, thatched cottages, towering cliffs, and deserted beaches. The Wild Atlantic Way has inspired dreamers and drifters, poets and painters and adventurers and explorers. Charming villages nestled along the coast burst with character, giving warmth and comfort in an otherwise wrecked world. Escape, explore, and enjoy the spectacular destination Oscar Wilde described as a savage beauty. Really love this. I don't know if I read that right, so forgive me if I did. And this is how she looks like. She is stunning. It's like I don't know how you call this. You know how they're corduroy pants? So it's that texture. I don't know if it's that texture without the like ribbing. So I don't know how you call this, but it kind of feels like a grass or something. And it's beautiful. It's all green. There's like Celtic braids around, and there's a little pattern in the green. It's not velvet, right? Is it velvet? I don't know how it's called in English. I'm not English. So yeah, that's how she looks like. She's beautiful. And this is the inside. I mean, come on. I love that it's like it's green, but it's green from all different angles. I love the pop of like yellows and blues and that like a little orangey color there as well. Like, it's just really well done green palette in my opinion. Like, I really love it. The only little like complaint I have about these two shades at the bottom, they weren't glued properly. They actually completely fell out when I first opened this, and there was no glue on the pen. There was just like a little bit of glue inside the palette, so I actually put my magnetic sticker on both of them and also inside the palette. So these two are actually removable for me because I used magnets to attach them. So that's the only thing. I don't know if any other of these shades will fall out. Maybe, I hope they're not, but if they did, then I guess slowly I will turn this into a magnetic palette because yeah, these two weren't attached properly. And yeah, that's my only like a little complaint. So I'm still like very careful about this because I don't know if something else won't fall out, but hopefully nothing else will. I'm really hoping for that. So yeah, I will show you swatches and like close-ups of this in the editing. Now we can just play with her. So I think for the first look we're gonna start with this green called Crow Patrick. Croak Patrick. I don't know what that word means. I know Patrick, like Saint Patrick, but I don't know the first word. So yeah, I have no clue what that is. Also, I would love to visit Ireland. It's one of my like destinations that I want to visit. I want to go to Sweden this year and maybe Denmark at the end of summer. We'll see if I will be able to do that. And next year I want to go to Ireland and also maybe Norway. We'll see. Like that's my hopes and dreams for this and next year. So I'm taking my Cinch Beauty EO6 brush and this green shade, and we're gonna use it as like the main crease shade. Also, I really like that the imprints here are like the, I don't know, are they imprints? I'm not really sure if that's how you call them. They're properly raised, so they're actually like really in there, which I like because that means that it's gonna last a little bit and I'm not gonna completely lose all of the little pictures just by like wearing this palette once. So, oh my god, this is so pigmented. Like, I haven't even started. Like, I haven't touched my eyelids with the brush and it's already done. So really good pigmentation. I know that the Island Paradise palette was quite pigmented. I just didn't like the looks that I was creating with it. Like, I was either using the same greens there or I didn't really like the rest of the shades. And I felt like the Hudson Valley palette wasn't pigmented enough and it was kind of like muddy on me a little bit. So I'm very happy about this one, and this is so nice and pigmented, and this shade is beautiful. So if this is gonna be as good as Annette said, I think this is gonna be my new favorite green palette. Well, after Hella, but that's kind of given that she's gonna be the best. Kind of wanted to buy the Okawango palette that they released not that long ago, but after Annette said that it's not that great in the shimmer department, I was like, no, I mean, I don't mind their mattes, or I never did mind that they're mattes, but I want shimmers. Like, for such a big palette, I want shimmers as well, so that was my reason. Then we're gonna use this darkest shade called Taint. I have no clue. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce a lot of these things, which, who's surprised? I just, yeah. English is already hard enough for me, and this is another level, so. But I'm taking that, and I'm using my Cinch Beauty EO2 for that. And I really like all of these imprints and the little details that went into this. I think it's super cute. Like the little flower leaves and the little castles here and the like Celtic symbols and stuff like that. I think it's really cute. So this is beautiful shade. It's blending wonderfully. It's building grays and it's a nice color. So I have really like high hopes for this palette. And I really hope it's gonna stay that way and that it's not gonna get shattered. Because I really want to love Nomad. Like every single time they release something, or like just when I see their guessing games, I'm so thrilled and I just want to own their palettes, but a lot of them I either they're too neutral or I don't know what to do with the color stories that they present to people. Like, I don't know. I kind of wanted the New Zealand palette, if I'm being honest, but I feel like I have that color story, so it wasn't really on my... It wasn't really a priority for me to get that one, but maybe eventually I will. Who knows, right? But it was beautiful. Now, we're gonna use the shade Connemara. And I'm gonna use that a little bit in the inner part and also on the lower lash line. Oh, that's actually really nice. It's kind of like yellowy neutral color, kind of like yellowy beige. This is actually a really pretty color, and I don't think I have shade like this in any of my palettes, so that's really cool. And I think it goes well with the greens, especially if you want to do more like a neutral green look. Maybe this shade with the shade Wild Atlantic Way, or maybe with the Patrick shade. It would be really nice. Or you could use just this in the crease and then maybe one of the darker shades as a eyeliner, and it would be like a neutrally look that's still like greenish. So I love this. Let me put a little bit on my lower lash line. I hope I will be able to travel with this palette. Like I hope the shades will stay in and I'm gonna be able to travel with her, because I just really want to have her as a travel palette, because like when I'm traveling I just want my basic greens. That's honestly all I need. Sure, I could bring any colors, and sometimes I do bring colors, but if I'm just gonna have green palette I'm gonna be completely happy. Like I don't need... By the way, I'm using the shade Patrick on my lower lash line. I don't need anything else. Like I can go just with greens and I will be very, very happy, and I will enjoy the looks that I do. Especially if I have multiple tones of green available to me and I don't have to use the same shade of greens every day. I'm good. I like all colors and I wear all colors, but if I would only have green, I'd be fine. I'd be happy and content and just, you know, living my best life. So yeah. So I think the matte portion is done. I'm gonna use my NYX glitter primer and I will come back for the shimmers. I've already applied the NYX glitter primer, but if you wanted to see how the matte portion looks like, I think it's beautiful just matte. Like I never wear matte looks, but if you do, you can definitely go just like this. I think it's really pretty. Now we're gonna do... I think I wanna, on my lid, I wanna use the shade Savage Beauty and also the shade this one. I'm gonna pretend as if there's no shade names. So we're gonna start with... We're gonna start with the lighter shade called Savage Beauty. And we're gonna use that in the inner part of our lid. And probably in the inner corner as well. Or should I keep this color in inner corner? Maybe I'm gonna keep the inner corner matte and I'm gonna use the shade Connemara. Oh, this is pretty. I don't usually wear these like more champagne-y, beigey colors, but sometimes they really work. And this one is actually really shiny. I'm gonna try to use like my pinky and use that because I want to see how it can look in the full effect, and I feel like you get the full effect with fingers. So, like my other indies, like is it as opaque and crazy as other indies? No. But it's quite good. From what I know Nomad to be, this is way better. So, yeah, and now we're gonna do the deep green color. I don't want to touch the picture, so I'm trying to go around it and it's kind of hard. So yeah, let me just use that one on the outer part. And it's a beautiful kind of bluish green. I'm using the shade Connemara again in the inner corner just to like brighten it up a little bit. And this is beautiful. This is really pretty. So let me finish up this look and I will show you the final result. Okay, so this is the finished look. I just added my Oden's Eye Salmon gel liner in 05 on my waterline. And I have my Essence mini lashes. They're kind of like a half lash, and the application isn't the best. Like there are so like the I never know how to attach the front part. Like I don't know. It never works for me, but yeah, I tried. Then I have my Oden's Eye cream lipstick in the shade Love Jasmine. Look at how little is left, but it's my favorite shade. And then I have the Essence Multitask Concealer in the shade Peachy Ivory. I have the She Glam blush, Sweet Cheeks blush trio in the shade Private Cabana, and I'm wearing the lightest shade. And I also have my She Glam Chromazone multichrome highlighter in the shade Lucid. It's this kind of iridescent highlighter. It has green and pink in it. I think today it looks kind of more goldy green, so hopefully that will match this look. And this is a very nice, beautiful, like neutrally everyday look, at least for me, and I love it. I love it so much. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this look. I think it's beautiful, and I think I'm gonna film second look today as well. I mean, I love this and I'm gonna take photos and videos about with this, but I think I want to film second look as well. I'm excited, I'm hyped up, so yeah, but this is how it looks like. And yeah, I'm very happy about the look. And like the shimmers are actually shiny. Is it the most metallic shimmers I have? No, but they're very pretty, and they are that kind of formula or the texture that I think will not crease at all. At least that didn't happen with my previous Nomad palette, and this one, like the texture feels the same, so I don't think it's gonna crease. I will definitely let you know at the end of the video, but yeah. I think I'm gonna wear it for a couple hours and then maybe later today I will film the second look, so yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into that. Okay, so I'm back for the second look, and today I'm gonna start with this beautiful shade called the Wild Rover. Yeah, we're gonna start with that one. And I'm gonna use the Cinch Beauty EO2, and I wanna apply it mostly in like the inner part of the crease. Kind of like this. And blend it into the brow. Now with a liner brush, I'm taking the shade Emerald Isle. This beautiful like cool toned green. And I'm just gonna draw on a wing. I just really enjoy doing green looks with this winged look because it's just kind of, it's a way how to not have like a very basic look, even though I'm using, for me, neutral shades. Like, I know that for some people green is like the most colorful thing that they'll use on their eyes, but for me it's neutral, so I think all of the looks with this palette will be very neutral for me. Yeah, I think I'm happy with how it looks like right now. Now I'm gonna take a small pencil brush and I'm gonna take the shade Blarney Stone. I think that's how it's called, this one. It looks beautiful. And we're gonna use that in the crease to kind of deepen it up, and also to like use at the edge of the wing. So I just want to like accentuate my crease, or I'm gonna kind of like move my crease up a bit because I have kind of like a hood there, and then I'm just blending the deeper green with this shade on the top of the wing to kind of like soften up the wing look and make it more seamless, I guess. Now I'm gonna deepen up the lower part again. I don't want to lose the pigment, but I also just want to have like a gradient of that eyeliner. Yeah, I think this is good. At least I really enjoy how it looks like. And now on the lower lash line, I want to try to use the shade Banretti Castle, but I think it's called Banretti Castle. I really have no clue. And I'm using again the pencil brush. This one is Refer 03. And I'm gonna use that on the lower lash line to just like add another bit of color. And this is actually a really nice like burnt orangey brown. That will look beautiful with the like yellowy greens and the golds. So this is the matte portion. I don't know, I think it's cute. I like it. So I hope you do too. Now for the shimmers, I want to start with the shade Dia Duit. I don't know how to pronounce D and H next to each other. I genuinely have no clue how that works. So yeah, I'm using that, which is just like a very beautiful grassy green, like a goldy speckles, like a very basic green shimmer, but it's one of my favorite versions of green shimmer. Like genuinely, if you were to look at my green eyeshadow collection, I've like swatched my favorite green shades, and you would find that this is like pretty much my favorite shimmer to use on the lid when it comes to greens. So oh yeah, this is pretty. This is stunning. Let me find a brush to kind of diffuse it a little bit. And I really love the formula of these shimmers. Like they are more on that like drier side of indie palettes, of indie brands, which I like because a lot of indies have very gel-like shades, which is beautiful and it looks super wet looking, but on the eyes it can crease really easily, so I prefer these more drier formulas because they just don't crease as much. And it's not as if it's dry. It's not dry by any means. It's just drier than the standard shimmer formula from indies that we all know. Now I'm gonna take the shade. What shade? I think we're gonna do the Ring of Kerry. That looks really stunning. It's kind of like orangey gold, I think. And we're gonna use that in the inner part and beginning of the lower lid. I think I'm gonna try to spray my brush. That's maybe like the only like negative slightly about these more drier formulas is that they might not stick to the eyes as well. And I don't use the glitter primer in the beginning of my eye because I can't really properly get in there with my fingers. Also, I just don't like that place to be sticky, so yeah, but when you spray it, it's gorgeous. And it's very metallic. I wouldn't spray like a very gel-like formulas because that's not really gonna do anything, but for these drier formulas, it can be really nice, and the setting spray will dry up and then it will act like a normal shimmer again. So that's just like a little bit of a hack that I'm sure everybody knows by now, but yeah. When things are too dry, just wet them. And it's beautiful. Like it's kind of in between gold and orange. And now, I think I'm gonna take one more shade. This shade, the shade Cliffs of Mohair. And I'm gonna use the small pencil brush that I was using before. And I'm gonna spray it again. And we're gonna put it on the lower lash line. Just like at the beginning of the lower lash line. Because with these liner looks, I just really enjoy having shimmery lower lash line. And also, I don't really know if I would otherwise wear this shade, because it's kind of more like a rusty, coppery color. I don't think these look good on me. I don't mind like oranges, but these more like rusty colors. There's something about them that I don't mind them as mattes, especially when I can mix them or like use them next to like yellows or something, but as shimmers, they kind of look dirty on me for some reason. This is how we look like. Maybe I'm gonna add some colorful liner as well. We'll see, but I think this is really cute. Okay, so the look is finished. As you can see, I've added my Suva UV taffy liner, so I have the yellow one obviously. Every time I don't know what to do, I add these. And I'm so sad that Suva is ending, like that it's not gonna be sold anymore because they're so good. But yeah, I just created like this, I don't know, this like artsy look. I don't know. And I have the Streamline eyeliner from Revolution, the yellow one. I have to sharpen it. So I have that in my waterline to like fit in with the eyeliner. Then I have the Colourpop Level Up mascara. Then the Essence Multitask concealer again. Then the She Glam blush trio. Again, this light shade. And then I have the Daydreamer palette by Electrum Cosmetics. And I'm using the shade Manifest. It's kind of like a goldy, greeny color. And I really like this one. So yeah, this is the finished look. And I really like it. And also I have my window open and now it's like the sun is shining like a little bit different in different direction. But when I was standing in front of the window, the shine of these eyeshadows were actually, like, it was insane. It was very, very pretty, and I love how it looks. It's just very spring. I don't know, it's spring. I love it. And yeah. And I think this shade really pairs well with the rusty colors. So if you are also into these like brownish colors, you could definitely do that on the upper lash, on the upper lid as well. I might try it one day because I'm definitely gonna use this palette a couple more times, many times after this. So yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out another way to show you these colors, but so far I'm very happy. And tomorrow we're gonna film the last look. Hi guys, so today we're gonna look at the third look with this beautiful Ireland palette, and we're gonna start with this shade called Wild Atlantic Way. It's like the name of the palette. And I've already primed my lid with my Essence, with my e.l.f. Eyeshadow primer. And we're just gonna use this as like the main crease shade. All of these mattes are just so pigmented and nice, and like they blend really nicely, which I know I liked the mattes in the Island Paradise palette, and I was okay with the mattes in the Hudson Valley palette, but I don't think either of them had such a good matte formula. Like, I'm genuinely surprised by the mattes. They're so nice and very quick to use, very pigmented but blendable at the same time, and they're just really nice. Like, I'm genuinely impressed, and I'm glad that I finally found Nomad palette that I am happy with. So now we're gonna use the shade, this shade called Melon Hat, I think. It's like a very nice yellowy kind of color. And I'm using that in the inner, oh yes. This is very pretty. It's even lighter than the shade Connemara, which was pretty light as well. And it's kind of like a pastel yellowish color. Like a little bit of green to it. There's just something really nice about this. It's very springy, very just cute, adorable. So I want to use the shade Keem Strand, this one. And I think I'm gonna do eyeliner. And we're just doing like a small wink. Okay, so I kind of have the matte shades done. I'm just gonna do the Keem Strand shade on the lower lash line as well. Just a little bit. And it's such a beautiful, like, I don't know, inky bluish purple. It's a really pretty color, and I think it really matches with these greens, and I love this shade with more like the goldy yellowy colors. And now I'm using the shade Melon Hat in the inner half of the lower lash line. I'm kind of connecting it. And now I'm gonna put my NYX glitter primer, and we're gonna get into some shimmers. Okay, so for the shimmers, we're gonna use this shade down here called Cop Harbor. It's kind of like a denim purpley blue. And we're gonna use that in the outer, oh yes. This is very pretty. We're gonna use that in the like second half of the crease. And I love mixing greens with like blues and yellows. I just Actually, not that long ago. I think it was last month. I made a look combining my little ghost palette from Uden's Eye and the Shroud Cosmetics palette, and I don't know if it was the Moonfall or the Betty Bean, like the Hollow Bean palette. One of them, I think it was the Hollow Bean palette. And I created a look that was kind of like a greeny yellow crease and then blue shimmer with, I think, green inner corner highlight. And it was such a pretty look, or at least I liked it. I don't know if other people necessarily liked it, but I did. So, and that's the only person that really matters in these things. Now we're gonna use this goldy yellow shade called Slan, and we're gonna use that in the, whoa, okay, that's definitely goldy yellow color. That's gonna be such a pretty shade with the greens. Okay, this one is very sparkly and very nice. So I'm just reapplying the inner shade in my inner corner. I'm kind of connecting it to the goldy one. Anyways, this is where we are. I'm gonna try to find, like, I don't know, I wish I had this color as a waterline pencil because I would really love this in my waterline right now. I don't know, I don't want to do yellow again, so probably we're gonna do blue or something. I'm gonna have to figure out how to finish up this look and then I'll come back and show you what I've come up with. Okay, so this is the last and final look with the North Atlantic, with the Wild Atlantic Way from Nomad Cosmetics. Here you can see a little bit more of a close-up. So I decided to use my Woodlands Eye Mana Gel Liner in the shade 4. Then I have the Hyper Precise All Day Liquid Liner from Maybelline. I just have it like a little bit in the inner part of the eyeliner. It's a very beautiful electric blue. Then I have my Colourpop Level Up mascara. Then the Essence multitask concealer. For a blush, I have the She Glam Sweet Cheeks blush trio, and I have the lightest shade. And then as a highlighter, I have the Daydreamer palette by Electrum Cosmetics, and I've used the shade Dreamer, which is like purple, green, gold highlighter. So yeah. And then I added, these are just like nail accessories from Shein. I'm gonna try to link them, but I don't know if they're gonna be available. And also they kind of came in like a little bit of a, like, just plastic little bag. So I don't know if that's gonna even be available, but yeah, I really like this look. It's very cute, very springy, and I've had a lot of fun doing that, or like creating this look. So let me know what you think about this. I just realized that I don't have lipstick, so I'm gonna repeat myself, but I'm gonna use the Uden's Eye Cream lipstick in the shade Love Jasmine. It's just one of my favorite shades, and also I want to finish it up at some point. So yeah, these are all the looks. I'm definitely gonna be playing more with this palette and trying it out, but so far I'm super happy with all the looks that I've created. I think they're amazing. The mattes are wonderful, buildable, blendable, very pigmented, and the shimmers are definitely the best formula from Nomad I have tried and that I have seen so far. So I'm very happy, and I will definitely keep playing with this and show you some more looks with her. Hopefully you'll like them, but yeah, I think they really killed it with this color story. Could it be 3 shades smaller? It could, because like you have 3 mid-tone greens and then 3 like deeper greens. It could have been edited slightly, and I think it could have been a 15 pan but that's probably the only thing that I can say. But that's also because I like my eyeshadow palettes to be like 9 to 15 shades. Usually if it's bigger, I get confused. So that's the only like little complaint, but otherwise she's gorgeous. She's too pretty, honestly, and I would definitely recommend trying them out. I don't know if they don't have any like sale right now. If you're gonna see this, and especially if it's gonna be in some kind of sale, Nomad has sales quite a bit. Definitely go for it, and now you can even get it in EU. So if you're from Europe, you can get it from their warehouse, and the shipping was super quick. I think I've had it in like a week. It was super quick, and I was very happy with the shipment. 100% would recommend it. Love her. And if you're a green eyeshadow lover, you need this palette. It's a must-have. I think she's gonna be my second favorite green palette after Hella, because I don't think anything will ever be able to beat Hella. But yeah, this is close. This is really close. So yeah, let me show you one more close-up before we're gonna finish this up. And hope you have a great day. And I will be very happy to see you in another video. So, bye!